Hello there everyone, and welcome to the November 2018 stencil release full reveal. So first up we have a really large stencil. This is the largest stencil we've done and it's 8 inches by 8 inches across. This is the floral mandala and you can see it's a beautiful radial design. It's very detailed. It also has a centerpiece as well, so that little floral center, you can add it in or take it away depending on the look you're after. If you do leave it in, it will leave a white space, but if you do take it out, you will get the full design that way. I've just used it simply on the back of this card using some white embossing paste. Next up we have Skylight Stencil. Again, this is another radial design. It is so pretty, and it's a 6 by 6 stencil and it works with all of the different mediums that you want it to. Here I've just used it on the back of this card using some of our new spray inks. It's a very pretty colour. Next up we have a Flowing Butterfly Stencil. So we have a design of a butterfly in a large and a small design. So it's the same design, it's just shrunk a little for the one on the top, and you can use these together or separately if you want to. You just mask the other one off that you want to don't want to use, and then you can use the one that you want to. Next up we have the Feathered Leaves Stencil. Again, this is a 6 by 6 stencil. It has a really thin border around the outside, so it will cover the front of a beautiful A2 card perfectly, so you don't need to worry about it not being big enough. It's a beautiful design and it will work well on all different cards, and it just gives a really great effect. Next up we do move on to the Square Weave Pattern Stencil. This one reminds me of like a metal plate design. It's one that you step on. It's a really beautiful design. So it's another 6 by 6 stencil, and it will work well on all of your cards and paper crafting projects. Next up we have Wavy Grid Stencil. So we have brought you the grid stencil before. This one adds a little bit more fun to it. So this one is 6 by 6 again, and you can see we're just adding a little bit of wavy lines. It does give it a more fun and kind of a whimsy effect. So it's a great one to use on maybe a younger card if you wanted to, just to mix it up a little bit that way. Then we move on to our Beveled Squares Stencil. This one is super detailed. It's a 6 by 6 stencil again, and it does have that really thin border around the edge, so you can attach this to your cardstock to work with it. But it is very detailed and it gives a really fine look to your projects when you do use this. I've just used this behind one of my elements with a little bit of white embossing paste to add a little bit of texture. Next up we have Flowing Heart Stencil. So this is on the same lines as the Flowing Butterfly Stencil. So we have the larger heart and then we have it shrunk again above it to use as a smaller image. So we have the large and the small on this one, so you get double the stencil for the price. And you can use this in many different ways. You can layer them up as I've done here, or you can use them separately just by masking out the one that you don't want to use. Next up we have Sunburst Stencil. Again, another 6 by 6 stencil, and this one is so pretty. I just love the radial design on this. It reminds me of one of those little pictures you used to draw when you were a child with little cogs, and I think it's very pretty. I've just used it simply behind here using a little bit of grey ink just to add a simple effect. Then we move on to our new beautiful shimmer spray ink. So we have 6 new colours. We do have the beautiful Sunkissed, and you can see how beautiful that does look. So it does give a shiny effect when you do put it into the light. It's have a pearlescent mica within the ink that's in there. Then we're going to move on to the orange cream. So you can see that we do have a dark and a light of each of the new colours that we are adding into our new collection. So you can mix these up to create a beautiful opaque or ombre look. Next up we have the Mountain Mist. Is a beautiful light tealy minty colour. Then we move on to the Lagoon, which is in the same family of inks. So you can see how beautiful that aqua colour is there. I do love teal, and these ones are my favourite. I can't help but love them so much. Next up we have the beautiful Puffy Heart. This is a pink, a very girly bright pink with a touch of purple in it as well. You can see the shimmer on there as well. And then last but not least, we do have the beautiful Cosmic Berry. This is a beautiful royal purple colour. So that's it for all of our new stencils and also our new ink spray designs. I really do hope that you've seen something that inspires you and really wants you to create in this release, and we do hope that you share your thoughts with us as well. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye bye.